Yeah, a lot. Really disappointed. Come here wanting to put in a really good performance. We got outplayed today. Afghanistan were fully deserving in their victory.
Does it feel worse than the New Zealand defeat because you were into the tournament, you were up and running last week, and then the wheels come off a little bit?
Oh, look, it never feels good. You never like losing games of cricket or not performing to the level you want to.
And can you put your finger on where you think it went wrong? It didn't start great, and you never quite got in front of the game at all.
No, we didn't. We started poorly. First ball of the game, I missed one, and it sort of set the tone for that first 10 overs. We didn't hit the areas that we wanted to, and sort of credit to Gurbaz, he put us under a lot of pressure, played some good shots, but maybe a few too many easy boundaries in there, and it took us a while to sort of get into the game, as he said, and we came back well, and then maybe let them get a few too many more at the end.
And we know it's a long tournament and there's time to get back into it, but are you of the mind now that with 2 defeats from 3, you're almost into that must-win mindset now?
Yeah, it's a big setback. Obviously, before the tournament starts, you have a different idea of how the first 3 games would pan out. We've got to show a lot of character, a lot of resilience within the team, and most of all, a lot of belief. There's a lot of excellent players in there, and we haven't played well enough today, but we must keep that belief.
In the past, Josh, you've talked about the way in which the team have played rather than necessarily the result, and do you feel as though the team actually played in the style that you wanted them to play and just didn't execute properly, or is there an issue there with how you went about it?
Look, we always want to play positive and be aggressive, and some days you don't play as well as you want to. Though Afghanistan built good pressure on us, maybe the wicket didn't play exactly how we thought it would play, and maybe the dew didn't come in as much as we thought as well. Obviously our spinners bowled really well there today, and Afghanistan have some brilliant spinners, so that was always going to be tough. But we just didn't manage to get the partnerships going that we wanted.
I know it's quite raw at the moment, but have you an idea on how you might lift the players from this defeat, because it's perhaps one that was unexpected?
Yeah, I think everyone will be disappointed in the dressing room, and sort of let that sink in. But there's a lot of guys who've been through lots in their career in there as well, and guys who've come back from tough situations and shown a lot of character and resilience, as I mentioned. And it's a very tight-knit group, so we'll get around each other and pick each other up and dust ourselves down and go again.
Joss, across formats in recent years, England have kind of played some of their best cricket when their back's been to the walls. I think of Ben Stokes saying, 2-0 down after Lords was the perfect position for the way the teams played 2019, and then in Australia as well. Do you look at that? Is that something that you take from it, and does it, I guess, sharpen the focus a little bit?
Yeah, I think we've played some good cricket in all scenarios, whether we've been on top and front runners and fancied, or whether we've had our backs against the wall. I think it's the position you find yourselves in. It's not the position you wanted to be in 3 games ago, but the character is excellent, as I've mentioned. There'll always be belief, and we'll dust ourselves down and go again.
Hi. Is it too early to say that England's World Cup defense is under threat because you guys are yet to face India, Australia and South Africa?
Yeah, look, it's not, as I mentioned just before, it's not been the way we wanted to start the competition, but this is the situation we find ourselves in, and we're going to have to play some of our best cricket moving forward.
And what's the latest update on Ben Stokes' fitness?
He wasn't fit for this game, but we'll see how he pulls up for the next one.
Hi, Josh. I was going to ask actually about selection. What was the thinking about? There was no mowing. Is that because the pitch didn't play quite as you thought it would? And how close was Ben? He looked kind of a bit better in the last couple of days.
Yeah, he was close. The selection was, having watched the first couple of games here, obviously India went with the extra seamer as well. In their lineup, we thought the wicket would play similarly, and maybe the dew would come in the second half. But no, I think whichever lineup we had, we just weren't good enough today, and we didn't play well enough. And full credit to Afghanistan, they deserved to win.
Josh, were you guys sort of surprised how the conditions played out, especially in the second half, compared to how it did in the India game just 3 days ago? Was that something that sort of, derailed your chase there? Would you say that?
Yeah, it probably wasn't exactly how we thought, but I think we just didn't manage to get the partnerships that we wanted, and there was good value for your shots out there. I think, as Harry Brooks showed, if you got yourself in, you could score runs and play well. We just didn't manage to chasing that kind of score. You needed a couple of big partnerships to chase it down, and obviously it gets easier the more you get in, and we just didn't manage to do that as individuals or as a team.
Hello, Josh. The question is regarding Chris Wokes. I mean, in 3 matches till now, he hasn't really fired as much with the new ball as you would have liked. So, what is your opinion on this?
Yeah, he's probably not performed as we know he can, but he's a class player. He's been the leader of our attack for a very long time. He's performed extremely well over a long period of time, and they're the guys you want in your team, and you keep backing them.
Joss, it's kind of been 2 games you defeats where you've sort of not really turned up, it's probably fair to say, rather than losing 2 close games. Is that worse than if you had have lost 2 last ball thrillers?
Well, I think there's no good way to lose, obviously. We're disappointed in the performances we put in, and we'll do everything we can to put that right.